The U.S. destroyed 7 Iranian small boats as they attempted to interfere with fresh U.S. efforts to guide ships through the Strait of Hormuz. The president now delivering a stern warning to Iran as the prospect of a peace deal remains unclear. Joining us now live is NTD's White House correspondent Iris Tao. Iris, good afternoon. What is the latest on the Middle East?
Good afternoon to you as well. So this morning, as the U.S. now starts to really protect and guide commercial ships through the Strait of Hormuz using its military might, President Trump moments ago announcing that Iran has, quote, taken some shots at unrelated nations with respect to the ship movement, Project Freedom, including a South Korean cargo ship. In response, the president says that we have shot down 7 small boats, or as they like to call them, fast boats. It's all they have left. And while President Trump knows that so far there's no further damage except for that one South Korean boat in the Strait of Hormuz due to Iran, tensions are flaring as Central Command announcing this morning that Iran did try to launch an attack at both commercial as well as military vessels of the U.S. Here's Brad Cooper from the Central Command talking about it this morning. Watch.
Cruise missiles were going after both U.S. Navy ships, but mostly after commercial shipping. We defended both ourselves and, consistent with our commitment, we defended all the commercial ships. We've had drone launches against commercial ships, all of which were defended against, consistent with our commitment. And then the small boats were all going against commercial ships, and all were sunk by Apaches and Seahawk helicopters.
And it all comes President Trump this morning in an interview with Fox delivers a fresh warning to the Iranian regime, saying that they will be, quote, blown off the face of earth if it attacks U.S. ships escorting vessels through the Strait of Hormuz. As we know, that our president announced over the weekend that starting this morning, Project Freedom will begin as the U.S. really launches this humanitarian effort, as they call it, to help ships that were stuck in that key waterway to get out of the strait and go on to do their business as usual. Central Command announcing also this morning that as a first step, so far 2 U.S.-flagged commercial ships have successfully transited through that key waterway due to Project Freedom, and the Trump administration saying that is for the good of both Iran, the Middle East, as well as for the U.S. Meanwhile, what's involved, though, is heavy military force, including 15,000 service members of the U.S. and over 100 land and sea-based aircraft, as well as guide missile destroyers. And this morning, Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent saying that the U.S. has absolute control of the Hormuz Strait, and also that the free flow of ships may take weeks or a month to be fully restored. The secretary also calling out China for their role in supporting the Iranian regime, as well as both during this war as well as throughout the past few decades. Watch.
Iran is the largest state sponsor of terrorism, and China has been buying 90% of their energy, so they are funding the largest state sponsor of terrorism. But more importantly, Iran, the threat of attacks from Iran has closed the strait. We are reopening it, so I would urge the Chinese to join us in supporting this international operation. You know, there are things moving through the UN that China and Russia have blocked.
And in addition to squeezes the Iranian regime really both economically and militarily, the Secretary of Treasury says that they're also targeting anyone around the globe who might be trying to transmit money to the Iranian regime illicitly. And of course, it comes as President Trump is slated to speak later today at the White House during a small business roundtable where questions might be asked again on Iran. Back to you.
Okay, Iris, thank you. Meanwhile, breaking just now, Iran launched